What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be going over some tips for making money from your blog and how you can test and optimize advertisements on your website so that you can make more money for every single person that visits your website and every single page view. This is video number 21 in my From Zero to $2,000 a Month series. You can find all of my videos on this playlist on my YouTube channel. I will link to this playlist in the video description so you can easily watch any of these videos if you're interested. So coming back over here, I want to start by going over 4 major points. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come over to my website, wickerguide.com, show you the existing ads I have on my website, and then replace them with new advertisements. So I want to start by going over just number 1, getting started. You need to start by putting advertisements on your website, and you need to make sure that you're tracking your website traffic using Google Analytics. So with those 2 things, you'll be able to find out how much revenue you're earning from the advertising channels that you're using. For example, if you put Google AdSense on your website, you can see how much you're earning from Google AdSense during a given time period. And then you can actually track that to see how much you earn for every, let's say, 100 page views. That's usually the number that I use to try to come up with a benchmark, which is going to bring us to number 2. So you want to gather data to collect benchmarks and then test new advertisements. So once you start getting some traffic data and you start getting some earnings, you can actually see how much you're earning for your total traffic. So for example, let's just say for every 100 page views, my website makes $1. So then I can say, okay, if I change my advertisements, can I increase this for every 100 page views, or will it decrease, and should I go back to the original control, the original benchmark that we actually created? So that's why you want to do this, to make sure that you're able to test and optimize your advertisements that are on your website, while also making sure you're giving people a good user experience. Number 3, the way that I actually implement website ads on my WordPress website is with the Ad Inserter plugin. I'll show you exactly how to use that so you can place your website ad code and then put advertisements really wherever you want on your website. Last but not least, keep track of your monthly ad placements and your results so then you can find which ad placements are leading to the most revenue for your blog. So the reason why that's helpful is because let's just say I start here in March 2021. I have advertisements all over my website and I have a certain amount of revenue that I have generated for that month. If I go back to try to find what that data was in, let's say, July, August, September, if I want to see what types of ads I was running during that time period, you want to make sure you keep track of what ads you're running so then you know what has worked best for your business. So with all of that being said, we can actually get started with placing some advertisements on wickerguide.com. But what I want to do first is go over how to collect some benchmarks so you can test new advertisements. So in the month of March 2021, I implemented Google AdSense auto ads. So you'll see over here on my website, wickerguide.com, this is a Google AdSense ad. All the ads that are on this website are managed by Google AdSense auto ads, which means I haven't selected anywhere where to place these. Google AdSense is automatically placing these advertisements to try to maximize my revenue. So they're testing advertisements, but the problem is I usually have a sidebar here, but sometimes their ad placements actually push the sidebar all the way to the bottom of the page. So if we scroll down here, you're going to see this is the very bottom of the article. We have this massive advertisement underneath the article, but what it's done is it's pushed my sidebar down here. So if we keep scrolling down, it's pushed that down. There's another advertisement here, so keep coming down. You're going to see another advertisement here, and if we keep coming down again, this is a sponsor that I actually placed here, but over here on the left-hand side is another advertisement. So all these ads at the bottom of the page, and it doesn't really make sense to have all these ads down here. It doesn't make sense to have an advertisement that pushes my sidebar to the bottom of the page. So that's why I would rather just place ads myself. I really only put Google AdSense auto ads on my website just to test and see how much revenue I would generate from it. So with that being said, what I can do is I can look at my page views right here, look at my total revenue. And so right now I'm just on the results page of this Excel workbook. So if we scroll down here a little bit, what we can do is just right underneath these graphs, I can just come down to the bottom and I can just put something like, okay, so we have ad placements and revenue, and then I just did March 2021. So over here, what I can do is, let's say, revenue per 100 page views. So one of the main things I like to look at, and we'll just do a slash here instead of per, is how much revenue I'm generating for every 100 page views on my website. It allows me to find a pretty good figure where it's not a really small fraction, and it's a number that I can look at and see pretty easily if I'm earning more or less than I was in the past. Okay, so what we want to do is look at our revenue per 100 page views. You can also do revenue per 1,000 page views. It really depends on a matter of preference. I've always done per 100 page views, so that's just what I'm going to continue doing. So all we need to do is take our revenue divided by our page views and multiply that by 100. So we're going to do equals, and we're going to come to the top here, scroll over, and we're going to take our revenue. We are going to divide our revenue by our total page views. We need to make sure we do that first. So we want to put that in parentheses, and we're going to multiply that number by 100. So what that shows is that our revenue per 100 page views is $2.89. So now that's our benchmark for what we will be testing against every time that we run new ad placements. Now, what you might find is you might run the same ad placements in March as you do in July, and you might find in July that your revenue increases or decreases for every 100 page views. So with that, you just want to keep learning as you do test advertisements, and there's nothing wrong with going back and testing different ad placements over time. So with this, I have ad placement and revenue, and then what I can do in this column is just say ads running. And for this, I know my only ads running were Google AdSense auto ads. Okay, so with that, I'm able to figure out what I was running at a current time, and then I can always go back and look at this data. Now I can reformat this to make it look a little better. Maybe I could do the revenue per 100 page views underneath or something along those lines. But for right now, I'm just going to keep this as is. I'm not going to adjust any of these columns here to make sure that they're open enough. I just want to make sure there's data here that I can come back to. So now for April 2021, I obviously don't have my revenue per 100 page views yet. It's April 1st as I do this video, but I can enter my ads running here. So what I can do is say AdSense, Wayfair, and Amazon. And I can also enter more details here over time over which ads are running where, because I'm actually going to place these ads in specific areas. So I will add that as I go to make sure I know which ads are running throughout this month. That's going to allow me to figure out what is going to drive me the best revenue per 100 page views. So that's really our goal here, is to keep testing ad placements until we can figure out what works best for us. Okay, so now we're ready to come back over here and make sure we use that ad inserter plugin to implement new website ads on our website. So that's what I would recommend using if you are using WordPress. So coming over to our website here, what you want to do is download and install the Ad Inserter plugin to get started. You'll see it right here, just called Ad Inserter, Ad Manager, and AdSense ads. If we scroll down, you can see the ratings are really good. I've never had any issues with it, and the completely free version of this plugin should give you everything that you need. So if we come over to Ad Inserter, what you're going to see is it's going to be under your settings, and you're going to see Ad Inserter here. What you get are different blocks. So there's 16 total blocks listed here. And then in each block, you can paste your code. So that's all you're putting in this block is your ad code. If you scroll down, you can choose whether to put it on posts, static pages, your home page, your search pages, your category pages, where to insert it. So if you do insertion, you have all of these options here. You can disable these at any time: before post, before content, before paragraph, before image, after content, after post, before excerpt. So I can take this ad code right here. This is a Google AdSense ad. This is the 728 by 90 advertisement that's at the top of every article. So if we come back over, this is the one ad that I have placed. So if we scroll down here, what you can see is insertion right here. We can choose, let's just say after paragraph 7, for example. So that means after the 7th paragraph on your website, it's always going to place this advertisement, and it's going to be on any individual page. So if you're looking at individual pages, after the 7th paragraph on that page, it's going to insert this advertisement. Now, I don't necessarily recommend doing this because it can be a little bit more difficult to figure out where each ad is going to go. It could work for different types of blogs and different type of news websites. For mine, it doesn't really work. So if you're listing products, for example, we come over to this page, we scroll down. These are Wayfair products at the very top. We keep scrolling down. We start to get into some Amazon products. So any of these, if someone clicks here, it's an affiliate click for me. If anybody clicks here, it's an affiliate click for me. So with that, I usually don't do after paragraph 7. I really stick more to before and after content. And if I place anything in my content, I'll just do it right in the blog content. So I can show you how to do that as well. But for right now, we come over to Ad Inserter. So the one advertisement I am going to keep is this one at the very top of the page. And then what I can do is I'm actually going to go over to my Google AdSense account. So if I go into and sign into my Google AdSense account, this is CJ Affiliate, aka Commission Junction. But if we come over to AdSense, you're going to see all of my different websites listed here. But for wickerguide.com, right now I have auto ads on and I have 5 page exclusions. What I want to do is I want to keep auto ads on, but I'm only going to keep one ad unit. And that one ad format is going to be, if we scroll down here, the anchor ads. So ads that stick to the edge of the user's screen and are easily dismissible. I'm getting rid of vignette ads. I'll never run those again. I really don't like vignette ads. We keep coming up, matched content. I'm going to keep this on for now, but I don't believe my website has been accepted into matched content. At least it hasn't since the last time that I've checked. In-page ads, so these appear within the main body of content on your pages. These could work really well theoretically, but the problem is the example I showed you earlier, we scroll all the way down here. This is an in-page ad and it just doesn't show up where I would want it to show up. I'd rather this show up a little bit higher or just not at all. I really want people to focus on the products in the content once they're there. Otherwise, ads at the top, maybe one ad within the content. But so that's why I'm going to come back over here to Google AdSense. We're going to get rid of this in-page ad, which gets rid of matched content. And we can keep optimizing our existing ad units. That's fine. Scroll down. Only one is going to be anchor ads, and that's going to be it. So ad load, what I'm going to do is just minimum. So controls the number of ads you show on your pages. I want to keep this as low as possible for Google AdSense this month. So we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to apply this to the website, and we're just going to apply this now. So that's going to change the ads that are currently running on our website. We still have auto ads on, but it's just that one ad format. And what we'll be able to see, so you can see wickerguide.com here. If you click right here, it'll open up the reporting. So you can see it's looking at our WickerGuide manual versus auto ads. And if we scroll down here, you can see, so this is from March 25th to March 31st. So our earnings for that one manual ad has been more than the entirety of the auto ads. So I'm just going to stick with that one advertisement for now. And we're going to see if we can actually increase earnings from that advertisement and keep our Google AdSense earnings pretty steady for April without having auto ads pretty much just scattered all over our website. So that's where we're going to start. And then what we can do is if we come back over here to add inserter, right now we just have that one at the top. What I want to do next is add an Amazon affiliate ad right underneath this first paragraph. So after paragraph 1, I want to add an Amazon affiliate ad and specifically a native shopping ad. So if we come over here, one thing I do want to go over with Google AdSense real quick is if we come to ads, you can look at our different websites, but you can put individual ad units on your website. So one thing you might want to do is try in-article ads. You can try to use in-feed ads and have different advertisements show up in between your posts. They have a search engine, a Google-powered search engine. I am going to use matched content as soon as I can. And then you have your standard display ads. Now the in-article ads is something that I will test eventually, putting something like this within my article. The only problem is it does take away a little bit from the affiliate offers I have, and I'd rather just send people directly to the affiliate offers. So for right now, I'm not going to be using this, but this is another ad unit you could test, or you could take a display ad and just put it right within your content. So some different options you have with Google AdSense. I would highly recommend first starting by testing auto ads like I did, see your results, look at your reporting, and then try to test manual ads like some of the different ad units I just showed you. So what I'm going to do with Amazon is there's 2 advertisements I'm going to add. So if you sign into your Amazon Associates account, if you are using Amazon Associates, and we scroll over here to product linking, right now I'm on the mobile popover page. I'm not going to be doing anything with that for right now, but what I'm going to be doing is creating a native shopping ad. So we're going to click on native shopping ads, and I'm going to show you usually when I'm doing an in-article ad, and I will create recommendation ads. So right here, we're going to come up to create, and we have recommendation ads, search ads, or custom ads, just to see what they all look like. So recommendation, it's going to list some related products. So if we come over here to search ads, that will put an actual search bar on your website where people can search and view Amazon products directly on your website, click through to them, shop, and you'll get credit for any commissions you send. And then there's also custom ads. So with that, you can choose specific products you want to. So handpick your favorite products you would like to promote. So that's good if you have maybe some really specific things. For my websites, recommendation ads tend to be the best. So I'm going to start with recommendation ads here. And what we're going to do is scroll down. We'll name our ad. So we'll just do Wicker Guide, and I'll do recommendation strip. So the reason I'm doing strip here is because that's the ad format I'd like to use. So we're going to choose strip. So that just means it's going to be one single line here. Now, what I've found with my own websites is what actually works the best. And we'll come over here to beachfront decor. So I have an article here for beach shower curtains. This is essentially what I'm going to be setting up right now on wickerguide.com. I usually have a Google AdSense ad at the very top of the page. So that's what I have right now. Over on the right, I've created a sponsored ad that goes directly to Amazon. So beach decor, over 1,000 markdowns every day. So this sends traffic to Amazon and it does drive sales as well. We keep scrolling down. This is what an Amazon strip looks like. So I like it because it's not a huge ad unit and it has products that are really relevant to the page. So this is a page about beach shower curtains. You can see just a strip of 3 different products that people will immediately be interested in right when they see it. So I'm going to implement that on my website. If we scroll down, we keep coming down, you can see I have this sponsor over on the right hand side that's actually a fixed widget. And what that allows it to do is as people scroll down the page, it'll keep scrolling with them. So that way the sponsor is always in their face front and center when they're on a desktop computer. So we keep coming down here all the way to the bottom. So this here is an example of a matched content ad through Google AdSense. And then if we keep scrolling down, this is an Amazon recommendation ad, and it's actually the grid format for the Amazon recommendation ad. So if we come back over here, you're going to see there's strip, which is what I put at the top of the article. And then there's grid, which is what I'm going to put at the bottom of my Wicker Guide articles. So those are the 2 that I'm going to create right now and use Ad Inserter to make sure I put both of them on my page. So we'll scroll down. They have emphasized categories. So usually for this, I'll just choose home and garden. So we keep coming down and we'll do patio, lawn, and garden would probably be the best for wicker furniture. And we could also do health and household too. So we'll choose these 2 categories. We keep scrolling down, fallback. So you could do a search keyword as a fallback in case they don't have any relevant recommendations. So for the search keyword here, I'm just going to do wicker furniture. So what that means is it's going to just do a search for wicker furniture and return 2 or 3 products that are going to be the most relevant to whatever search keyword you enter here. I'm not going to change anything with advanced settings, so I just want to save and view ad code. And this is where I'm going to show you how easy it is. So we're going to do asynchronous, we're going to highlight code, we're going to copy it, we're going to come over to Ad Inserter, okay? And in order to insert this advertisement on my page, all I have to do is click on this second block, paste this code, and then choose where to put it. So for right now, I'm just going to do this on posts. My insertion is going to be after paragraph 1, and we're going to save settings. So that's all we need to do is do it for post after paragraph 1, save settings. And now we can do is refresh this page. It'll probably change the way the ads look on my page. So we'll refresh it. Okay, and if we scroll down, you can see I have this advertisement right here, and it's listing 3 different wicker egg chairs right at the top of my page, which is why I like putting this advertisement here, because I feel like people come to my page to find products for sale. So putting this strip ad right here at the top is a great way to promote more products and get people directly to Amazon shopping. So that's the first advertisement that I want to put. The next one is going to be at the very bottom of the page. So we're going to come back over here. We're going to create a new advertisement. Okay, so we're going to come over to native shopping ads again. This is again right in product linking for your Amazon Associates account, native shopping ads. We're going to create a recommendation ad, and we're just going to do the same thing, except it's going to be a grid. So we'll do Wicker Guide recommendation grid. We have our tracking ID. We can choose our emphasis categories. So we'll keep scrolling down. Okay, so we have our categories, search keyword. We'll do the same exact thing, wicker furniture, and we'll save and view ad code. And for this, what I want to do is highlight this code. We're going to copy it. We're again going to come back over here to Ad Inserter. We're going to choose block number 3. We're going to paste this right here. And what we're going to do is for posts, we're going to do insertion. So what we can either do is after content or after post. So if I do after content, what that means is when people scroll to the bottom of this page, they scroll to the bottom of the content here. So you'll see some written content in summary. It's going to show up right here at the bottom. Rather than if I do after post, then it's going to show up down all the way down here. So I'd rather it show up right after content so that people do get to the bottom. They can see some products there for sale. A lot of people don't ever get to the bottom of your pages, so you don't have to worry too much for the advertisements that are down here, but there's no downside to putting this down here at all. So we're going to come over and make sure our code is highlighted, make sure we're an ad inserter. We pasted this here. After content on posts, we'll save settings. So it's really that simple. So now we've added our Amazon ads directly to our website. Again, if we refresh the page, this advertisement should show up at the bottom of the page. Okay, and you can see it's there. Right now there's just 4 products. So this is going to be either 4 or 8 products. Usually it'll show. And you're going to see if we scroll to the top, we have these products here as well. So just different ways to promote more Amazon products on your pages and drive more people to Amazon who will eventually purchase from you. Now, coming back over to Google AdSense real quick, I do want to implement matched content on my website. I've mentioned that a couple times. If you go to your Google AdSense and you go to Sites, you're going to see Overview and Matched Content. If you click on Matched Content, it'll show you which of your websites are eligible for showing it. Right now, these are the only 3 websites that are eligible for me, so I'm not actually able to add that to wickerguide.com yet. So that's just something I'll have to implement in the future. So for right now, what I want to do is if we come back over here to Wicker Guide, so we're looking at our Wicker egg chairs, we're going to refresh this page one more time. Okay, so what we have here is our Google AdSense ad at the very top, and then we have our Amazon affiliate advertisement right here, and then at the bottom of the page, we have the larger grid that lists Amazon products for sale. If we come all the way to the bottom here, you're going to see I put a Wayfair advertisement, so a sponsor Wayfair advertisement. This is directly from CJ Affiliate. So if we come over to CJ Affiliate, we can look at some of the different options we have for Wayfair. So I'm just here in the links. So I'm in CJ Affiliate, I'm just looking at the links and the banners that I can use for the advertisers I've been accepted by. Right now I'm looking at Wayfair, and you can see they have text advertisements, 728 by 90. They have 120 by 90, another text advertisement, 120 by 90, 468 by 60. I don't really love their advertisements. Even this free 2-day shipping on thousands of products, I would much rather a free shipping over 49 and 300 by 250. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the 300 by 250 Wayfair ad they have here, and I'm going to put it on my sidebar. So we're going to go over and this is not going to be done through Ad Inserter. This is actually going to be done through Appearance, and we're going to do widgets. So we're going to do a couple of widget advertisements, and the first one here is going to be for CJ Affiliate, and we're just going to add to the sidebar custom HTML. So we're going to take custom HTML, add it to our sidebar, and all we need to do is put sponsor. And I could just take what I've already added to my footer 1. So the same exact thing, sponsor, we're going to copy this here. So we're going to copy it, come over to custom HTML and paste this. So we'll click on save, and I'm actually going to put that right beneath the product search. So we have product search here, and then we have custom HTML sponsor. Okay, so once you make changes in widgets, you don't have to save anything. So it'll automatically put that here the next time we refresh our page. So let's refresh it. It should have, if we scroll all the way to the top, our product search here. And then if we refresh this, and now you'll see our sponsor over on the right-hand side. The other thing I want to do is if we scroll down here, I want this sponsor to actually follow people down the page. So there's different options here. I could do a Google AdSense ad, I can do an Amazon affiliate ad, or I could just keep this Wayfair advertisement and have that fixed at the bottom of the page. I think what I'm going to do here is actually a Google AdSense ad. So that's what I've done with Beachfront Decor. So if we look over here, you can see this advertisement right here. It's listing Wayfair products, but it's actually a Google AdSense ad. So that's what I'm going to do for sponsor on the right-hand side, and we're going to put a fixed widget here. So the way that you can do that is add a plugin. What you want to do is go to add plugins. So you're just going to come to add new and search fixed widget. This is the plugin you want, Q2W3 fixed widget for WordPress. So we're going to install this and activate it. Okay, so the plugin is activated. We can come over here to appearance, and we're going to come to widgets one more time. And now what we can do is you're going to see custom HTML. This is our sponsor for our Wayfair. And what we can do is scroll down. We're going to click on custom HTML again, and we're going to add it to our sidebar. So you're going to see custom HTML. And once we install that Q2W3 fixed widget, we have this option at the bottom to select fixed widget. So what I'm going to do again is sponsor. And then for content, I'm going to create a 160 by 600 advertisement. And we're going to do that through Google AdSense. So if we come back over to Google AdSense and we click on ads and we go to buy ad unit, what we can do is choose a display ad here. And for ad size, we could do responsive. I'm just going to do fixed, and I'm going to do 160 by 600. I could also probably do a 300 by 600. So we'll do 300 by 600. I shouldn't have any issues with getting those types of advertisements. So we'll click on create, make sure we name our ad unit, and then we'll click on create. Okay, so now we have our code here. So we're going to copy this code snippet, and we're just going to put it right in that widget. So we're just going to paste that here and click on save. Okay, so Google AdSense ads don't always show up right away, so we'll refresh the page and see if it shows. We are approved by Google AdSense, so we shouldn't really have any issues with running a couple advertisements on the same page. Okay, so you can see the widgets there, but it's just not active yet. So if we come to the top, we have our AdSense ad up here. We have this is going to Wayfair, which is through our CJ affiliate account. If we keep scrolling down, we have our Amazon affiliate ads right here. And then everything on our page, so if someone clicks on any of these images right here, they're sent directly to Wayfair and we'll earn a commission for anything they purchase. If they keep scrolling down, you're going to start seeing some of these learn more buttons. So these right here, if people either go to the product page and click on learn more, or just click directly on learn more, they're going to go to Amazon. So that's another way for us to earn revenue. So really, when someone visits our website, there's so many opportunities for us to earn revenue, and that's the main goal that we want. I could try to put an ad at the top of the page. I could try to put ads pretty much anywhere where people are active on my website. But for right now, I think this is a really good setup. We have the search bar at the top. We have a sponsor that's going to be following them down the page. And then basically everything on the page is sponsored. So the only thing that I would look to add is if we come down here to the bottom, some of the content I could break up with some in-page advertisements. So I could put different ad units here. I could put more at the bottom. I do have this ad unit here at the bottom, but for right now, I'm pretty happy with this setup and I don't think it's going to be really intrusive. I thought the Google AdSense auto ads were really intrusive. There's ads that would show up and people would exit my website. There's all sorts of different ads that would, in my opinion, just discourage people from using my website in the future. So I think this current setup, I don't think it's going to be overly intrusive to people. I can eventually add matched content advertisements once I'm accepted. And then all I really need to do is focus on getting people to these pages, and we'll test and see how well we do with our revenue per 100 page views. And I'll keep up with this when I do the results for the next month. I'll show you what my revenue per 100 page views were for April once we have that data. So finishing up the video, keeping track of your monthly ad placements and your results can help you find what's going to give you the most revenue for your blog without turning off website visitors, and by making sure that you actually have people visiting your website, viewing multiple pages, spending time on your website, so that you don't have ad units that actually kick people off your website because they just don't want to use something that doesn't load well or is intrusive or anything like that. So the one thing I want to tell you is if you're looking at your revenue per 100 page views, you want to keep in mind the types of traffic that you're sending to your website. So if we come over here to Google Analytics and we're looking at our data for wickerguide.com, just come over to acquisition, all traffic and channels, and look at what your traffic is for different channels if you're looking at a specific month or a specific time period. Because if right now my website is organic search, direct, social, and referral. If I have, let's say, 1,000 users visit my website next month from paid search or any type of paid traffic, then that's going to take away from this type of traffic data. And people might come in from paid search, not convert, not stay on my website long, not click on advertisements. And what that can do is take down your revenue per 100 page views. So keep in mind your sources of traffic and where you're sending traffic from. If you run paid advertising campaigns that aren't successful, this could take away from your revenue per 100 page views. So the more revenue you can drive over time, the better your website's going to perform, the better business is going to perform. So that's ultimately our goal here. Again, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. Make sure you're tracking everything, make sure you're testing ad placements, and see what works best for you. Thanks for watching my video today, and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.